We are on Yucatan for a change, and it's always nice to have a little bit of a different map. In the red, we have someone who I haven't seen before, playing in the red, of course, as the Hans McGrath, and over in the other side of the map, we have ChymDangLen playing as the Hans in grey. So again, I haven't seen McGrath before actually, so it should be interesting. Both these players are rated in at 2k, so of course they can't be too bad. So it's going to be an interesting one at the moment to see how they do. It looks like he actually missed those turkeys there. Alright, he knows they're there. He's going to be able to grab them when he wants. Where's that scout at? All the way over here, that's why he hasn't grabbed them then. And I guess it's not a biggie, he really doesn't need to see them at the moment, because of course he's already got some here ready to go. Yucatan, of course, being a really high food map, so there shouldn't be too many issues with food. Of course, 2 berry patches, there should be a ton of deer around somewhere. 3 boar in this side, there's the deer there. It looks like actually over this side, ChymDangLen, I might just call him Len for the rest of the game. It looks like he's got... I was going to say he's got a bit more deer, but it doesn't look like it's too in favoured actually, especially considering his deer are over behind a massive lot of wood as well, so that makes a little bit of an issue for both players. Let's check out the maps quickly. Berries on the front, a berry to the side there on the wood, not the nicest location for that. There is a stone and gold on the front as well. Other golds over on the left hand side of the map, and one on the right as well, so not looking at the best map right now for McGrath. However, saying that well, it's going to be extremely easy to wall if he wants to. Saying that, he's actually going for a dock as well, which is kind of an interesting play. Over for Len, how are we looking? Golds are all in the back, saying that. There's 2 here, and there's a stone in the back as well. Other gold is over on this side here. So he only has 3 golds on his half. Actually, is that 4 or 3? 2, 3, yeah, a 4th one down over here as well, so it's pretty even in the gold distribution. Just if he walls off across the front here, gets a bit of a wall off going across here and here, he's got 3 golds inside his base, and he's going to be able to boom like crazy. He actually has a stone on the front, which isn't too bad. And this watery section here as well, looks like most of the main crossing will probably be done across here. How are we looking on this side? Looks like it still needs a bit of a wall over there. This side though, if this side gets walled off too heavily, this side could be a point of action for either player. So it's going to be an interesting one to watch. Second lumber camp just coming up for Len over there. No second lumber camp yet for McGrath. Looks like he's still going on his boar. Still has to lure one in, luring with an 11 food villager there. How are you going? Have you got all your boar in? Yes, third boar is already in. So we should see feudal fairly soon, of course. Yucatan, generally, like I said, real high food map. So there's generally quite a few units out before we do see an advance, usually 30 plus. I think 34, 38 is generally normal. Of course, a Drush is actually coming across by McGrath. There is a defensive barracks coming up for Len right now. And let's actually check if he's going to go for anything. Len actually getting up to the feudal age already. Going for that stable, going to be able to beat the militia, of course, with scouts. Always a good option to be able to go for them. Might need to wall himself in here, potentially. Ooh, this could be a bit of an issue here. He's going to need to get some scouts out before he can really do anything, so he's going to be able to defend here. Actually losing 3 villages there, idle time for them. Apart from that, if he gets out another scout, maybe one more just for good luck. Of course, 4 should be enough to deal with it. Of course, going scouts on a map like Yucatan is extremely common because, of course, you can use that high amount of food to your advantage. Let's have a look down here. He is actually walling himself in. He knows scouts are coming. How's he looking down over here? Walling this section here, often going for deer. Generally a really strong play over there. So going to see a lot of food from McGrath, and could actually see a fast castle from him actually, depending on what he wants to do from now. And yes, scouts are in. They're going to be able to get a little bit of harass here, but that town center is going to be too close to let them do any damage over here. Could try and stay up on this hill, just get a little bit of harass off the edges there. More scouts coming in from Len right now. Going for deer as well, but in a little bit more of a harsher position. He would be able to wall it off fairly easy if he does see something coming, but if he is hit by surprise, could be in a little bit of trouble right now. Archery range coming up for McGrath, so he's going to skip scouts, go straight to archery. And is he gone blacksmith as well? Yes, so you could see a fast castle out of him actually. Oh, he's nearly got the resources too. Is he going to go for it or not? Got villagers queued, no archers on the way. He's got a few spearmen coming out, so I think we might just see a fast castle out of him. No extra archery is going down. Should be alright. It'll be interesting to see what he goes for, and just about to have the food to up. And there we go, going up to castle age, and Len Saving up for it, but not close enough yet. Those spears, of course, going to be able to take out most of these scouts, especially with the heal advantage there. Really bad engagement, actually, for Len right now. That Doc, of course, can be really helping out, but, of course, only Shorefish to use, so that really... It'll be helping out the economy, but not a whole bunch, in a way. Kind of interesting to say. Looks like we're seeing 2 range right now from Len. I don't know if he's spied that his opponent's gone up yet. But once he goes up, of course, depending on what he wants to go, obviously wanting to go cavalry archers because he's got that archery range up already. And it looks like we're going to see some harass come in from this side. However, I'm thinking cavalry archers will be the way he goes. Saying that though, he still actually hasn't managed to get up a stable, so he's not going to be able to have bloodlines done straight away. So we could actually even see him go for crossbows. Oh, looking at that actually, it's not even walled off properly. Gives the illusion that it is, but it is really not. Losing 1 villager there. Potentially a second. Nope, just going to survive there. And there is Castle Age for McGrath. What's he going to do? Is he going to go for more town centres? Cavalry archers seem to be the way to go. Is he going to go for more town centres or not? So what I want to know. Yes, more town centres. So he's going for 1 more. Wheelbarrow already on the way. Doesn't look like he's going to go up for a 3rd because he doesn't have the resources to at the moment. Yep, no 3rd yet. So definitely an interesting play. It looks like the militia are finally moving in. Haven't seen that man-at-arm upgrade yet, which is kind of interesting. But of course, I don't think he really planned on using them that much. Probably just going to get killed off here. Might be able to take a unit or 2 with them. Nearly got that archer. But it looks like this will be it. Gonna knock out most of these guys. Yep, and that was pretty much just death there. But anyway, we can see McGrath is in the castle age, so he should be able to catch up eventually. Skirmishers and cavalry archers going to be on the play for now. More fishing ships at the moment, still trying to travel all across here. And there was actually a dock up by Len over here, which was kind of interesting. I didn't notice that until recently. It's really hard to spot grey on a map like this. Wait, a bit of a gate and wall going up across the middle here. I don't think he's done it over here though. Does he even know that's over there? Nope, don't think either player will know about that yet. Another town centre coming up on the front here. So he plans on catching up with a full boom by the looks of things. There is a lot of archers out though for Len, and he's going to be able to take out these cavalry archers fairly easy because they won't have bloodlines yet. Could potentially kill off a lot of these villages as well if he aims for them before that town centre goes up. Come on, attack the villages. And he's going to retreat? Come on man, kill the villagers. And that town centre is going to go up, and he's going to be forced to retreat because he didn't target fire there, which is going to be a bit of an issue, especially when it's garrison. Should lose 1 or 2 archers here. So that is going to hurt quite a bit. Len just going up to the castle age now. What are we going to see? Going up to 4 rangers, which is kind of interesting. I don't think we're going to see another town centre off this. It's going to be a 1 town centre power play here. So it's going to be just producing as many units as he can. Actually, saying that, he's getting 1 up here in the back, so this is kind of interesting. Crossbow, of course, being done. Bodkin as well. So he's got that great 7 range, so now he can outrange that town centre. Going to be really restricting the gold right now for McGrath. Let's have a look. Fireship is out, trying to come around here. Siege Workshop is up for McGrath, is going for that mangonel, of course. Going to be able to position it on the hill here, so it should be quite nice to play with. Cavalry archers are out for Len right now, and that mangonel getting a massive hit there, actually. Not managing to get a second one, which is kind of sad. But if it got a second one there, that would have been amazing. Cavalry archers not yet having bloodlines. That's really going to hurt him until late game. How many town centers are we still on over here? Only on 2 still, but he's having quite a big score lead. He has killed off quite a few villagers over here, and he has delayed a few as well. Lots of skirmishes for McGrath as well, so that's really going to hurt his food count, so he might not even be able to continually produce villagers at this stage. Saying that, he has got quite a few farms up, and of course he did have all this deer from earlier, which is nice, but don't know exactly what he's going to be able to do. Cavalry archers still at that mangonel, of course, going to be absolutely threatening to this town centre. And McGrath's starting to get into a position where it's going to be hard for him to get out of it. He's going to be having his town centre mangonel, and of course eventually that will go down. There's actually a second one out as well. Cavalry archers just soaking up that mangonel hit there, of course, having bloodlines now. Without that, a lot of them probably would have been killed off. So this mangonel might go for an even trade here. Is he going to realise? Yes, he is, and he's running in with the cavalry archers, actually. Noticing that there's no villages around this town centre, he's not going to be able to garrison it. This is actually a huge thing right now. And not being able to garrison that town centre is going to hurt so much right now. It's not going to be able to do any damage, and if so, only 1 arrow at the moment. 2 arrows. Well, this is going to hurt right now. There's nothing he can do about this. Cavalry archers are still coming across the map right now. McGrath may have a good economy, but he has nothing to compensate for it. He's got a market in the back, so of course he's been needing to buy gold. But he's got nothing else. He's oversaturating his berries because he doesn't have enough wood at the moment by the seams of things. He's got quite a bit there, but he's still, of course, needing to produce cavalry archers. Of course, still no bloodlines. Ooh, this could be it. He's coming up to the top over here. Ooh, losing a lot of cavalry archers there for nothing. That was a ton of free pickups there for McGrath. I thought he might have tried to run down here, because if he did, he would have forced pretty much the garrison of his entire villager collection down over here. How are we looking over here? Still only 2 town centers, but of course managing to keep his opponent down, which is all you need. Seeing that McGrath is starting to come back in the score, but I don't think there's a lot he's going to be able to actually do. Ooh, slowly getting killed off there. Another mangonel is out. Did get flattened though by the original. How are we looking? Looks like gold and another town center up over here. So McGrath going for another town center, putting him on a total of 4, which is absolutely a huge amount. So he should be able to outboom now. Saying that, this town center might be taken out right now. Ooh. Not quick enough on the mangonel there. Gonna have to really watch your mangonels. How are we looking down here? Ooh, bit of harass over here. And I think he's actually going to be able to get through here. If he can run in through here, this is going to hurt. If he chooses to, of course. Because, of course, those skirmishers are there. And they're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage to those cavalry archers right now. It's starting to look really bad for McGrath. Even though the scores are kind of close, he's just been boxed in for so long and had so little gold that I don't know what he's going to be able to do. Off this, though, saying that, he does have a massive economy. So he might just be able to out-economy his opponent right now and be able to take it from there. Saying that, though, McGrath is seeming to go further and further behind. These knights actually running in, going to be able to take out these mangonels. And as we know, mangonel's quite a gold-expensive unit, not a unit that McGrath can exactly be using easily right now. He needs to save those gold units. Plus, he's got so many skirmishes there right now, he's going to have trouble just doing anything, really. Especially against, when it's a mangonel, his skirmishes are really useless to try and use. So it could be a bit of an issue. Another mangonel out there for Len right now. Looks like this town center will be going down. And from there, he's going to be able to push in. Here we go, losing a villager there. Oh, actually looks more like a skirmisher. Getting a 1-for-1 again with that mangonel, so not the worst trades. Actually going to be able to get through the side over here, and this is going to force the garrison of this town center. Looks like over on this side as well, seeing some harass. A lot of villagers actually killed off over here before the town center was garrisoned. And this is starting to look really, really bad for McGrath right now. There is currently a 600-point difference. And again, these cavalry archers running around the side here might be able to run in here, especially considering all the skirmishes and cavalry archers are out of position. Moving them back now. It looks like the second mangonel is coming up from McGrath, and he's going to need it right now. But those knights are going to be able to take him out really quickly. Ooh, getting some good hits there on the cavalry archers, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Looks like the knights are starting to take a bit of damage, but they do have the 2+2 armor. Cavalry archers only on the +1 right now. Cavalry archers from McGrath only on the +1. Does have bloodlines though, so that is a big plus right now. Looks like the mangonels are going to be moving forward. There's actually a battering ram out for Len right now, and this could be it. Battering rams pretty much say, I'm in it to kill you now. Castle actually coming up on this gold, going to get rid of any ability of just at all to use this gold, and the forward position is going to be heavily secured for Len right now. I reckon this might be over. Coming in around here, going to be able to just run in. Garrison of that town center, forcing him back. There is a castle coming up on the hill over here. Ooh, it's not looking good. How's Len doing? Len's actually got a great economy right now. 1,000 gold in the bank. That is actually heaps. And it looks like these knights actually moved in. He's going to try and take it. This could be bad. Saying that though, Len does have 1,500 point score advantage right now. Knights are doing quite well. And GG from McGrath. Len GG back. And that's it. He knew he wasn't going to be able to defend this area. Too many idle villages right now. Town center full over here. Castle just with villagers surrounding it. Not a lot he would have been able to do. Saying that as well, Len would have been up to the Imperial Age quite soon. So there we go. Something from some players we haven't seen before on the channel, which is always nice. I always like checking those guys out. Anyway,